Всем привет, друзья! Вы смотрите канал МТТ Бизнес, меня зовут Павел Ким. И сегодня мы вместе с вами окунемся в атмосферу чемпионата мира по футболу. И мне поможет моя коллега Кристина.
Hello, dear viewers! Today we are going to interview people in the streets of Moscow and ask them several questions about the World Cup in Russia. So, let's get started.
Поехали!
Hi, my name is Goran. I'm from Serbia.
So, what is it like here in Russia? What are your impressions?
We love Russia. Serbia, whole Serbia loves Russia.
Okay.
We love the city, we love people. Everybody's so friendly, everybody loves us. That's good.
So, what surprised you most when you came to Russia?
Clean city, nice, friendly people. Slow service in restaurants. Really bad.
Okay, I see. Do you find it easy to communicate with the Russians?
Yeah, okay, if I speak Russian, yes. Okay, but Serbian and Russian quite close. None of them speaks Russian, I do. But for them, they understand about maybe 40–50%.
Okay, so and for how long are you going to stay here?
Tomorrow we're going to go to Sergei Posad, and then after we're going to start driving down to Minsk, because we are driving to Minsk, Poland, back to Serbia.
Okay, great.
We have a tour company, and we bring some people here to Russia as well sometimes.
You have our business?
Yeah,
Interpreter.
in Belgrade, Serbia.
Serbia.
Could you please give us 3 advice for Russian entrepreneurs?
Okay, first of all, you need to have a skilled workers. So people who are working in your restaurants, they're not educated to work there. They're not skilled enough. Your management as well, they have to be there, because last night I went in one restaurant, no Russian beer, no Russian vodka, no, everything was warm. We had to wait 2 hours to be served.
Oh,
Scandal. So they have to teach people how to work in service industry. You have a beautiful city, you could have made millions, but your entrepreneurs fell down.
Okay.
I wish you all the best. You know, we love Russia, and you should support Serbia tonight against Brazil.
Yes,
yeah?
we will for sure.
You will do. Okay,
of
that's
course.
good.
Thank
Okay.
you very much for your
Спасибо. Okay, thank you.
My name is Alexandra. I'm from Switzerland, but I have Serbian roots. Wow, cool. So, how was it like here in Russia? What are your impressions?
What are my impressions? So, I'm really here in Moscow. I'm really impressed. The big city is so nice, it's so beautiful. The history of the city is really, and I know my parents told me a lot of Russian people, and Serbian people like Russian people, so I'm really.
And do you see some similarities between Serbian and Russian people?
Yes, it's the similar is we are Orthodox, the most people, and I don't know. I think it's the same meaning of politics.
Okay. So, and who do you support in this World Cup?
Who do I support? Serbia and Russia.
Okay, of course. What do you do for a living? Your profession, your
My
occupation?
profession, I'm a dental hygienist.
Wow.
You know, cleaning teeth.
Yes, that's really cool. You have an amazing smile.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, and what was the thing that impressed you most when you came here?
The most, how can I say it in English?
Okay, speak German if you want.
German. Die Größe der Stadt, die Stärke. Es ist wunderschön, es ist bezaubernd. Die Leute sind so freundlich. Es ist wirklich, man fühlt sich willkommen. Und die Stadt ist so groß und so sauber, das habe ich noch nie gesehen. Man kann es nicht vergleichen mit New York, mit gar nichts.
Wow, really cool. And maybe could you give some piece of advice for Russian businessmen or entrepreneurs?
Oh, that's a difficult question. So,
how do you find the service here, service industry? Are you satisfied with it?
The service, it was good. The people were nice and tried to help, but the most people don't speak English. It's a little bit difficult. So and what it was difficult too, it was the Google Maps. sometimes when we searched the streets in German, they didn't find it, so it was difficult, for example, to find the fan ID, because we had to pick up the fan ID, and it was a little bit little challenge. Okay, I see.
My name is Felipe.
My name is Daniel.
We are all from Brazil.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how do you like it here in Russia, and what are your impressions?
I love Russian. Russian people are so cool. The first time that I came here, like, I was so impressed because they are so friendly to us. Like, I think that this kind of summarizes all the Brazilians are thinking right now, like how lovely they are, you know. We didn't have this impression, like when you think, oh, it's Russia, I didn't know that was so nice people, so friendly. I don't know if it's only the World Cup, but what I feel, I need to come back here after the World Cup to see all of this again, you know.
You do come.
Yeah, I will, definitely.
All the world has the impression that Russian people are cool, you know. But when we get here,
That's change everything,
lie,
you know?
a big lie. Russian people are so cool and so, you know, they like us and we like Russian people.
So do you find it easy to communicate with the locals?
Yes, in Moscow is easier to communicate because Moscow people knows how to speak English in other language, you know.
I think like it's more like we were in Rostov, we were in St. Petersburg, and now in Moscow. When we were in Rostov, like maybe like it's not like a central area, it was harder to talk to people, but like you always find a way. We have like a Google Translate now, so you can use with the phone like everywhere, so there's no problem now. Maybe like 10 years ago it wasn't like that, but nowadays just have your phone with you and you can talk to people.
And what surprised you most when you came to Russia?
Like I said, like I told you, the Russian people, they're so friendly, so friendly. At least to us, like, and all my Brazilian friends, they all love you. They love you now. I think that they're all going to come back after the World Cup, as I said to you.
One thing that surprised me is the weather, you know. A little hot, you know, like Brazil.
Right now, because maybe if you come in November, it's not going to be like that.
Okay, so we are a business channel, and we want to ask you several questions about business.
Yes, I said business here, so.
Okay, are you satisfied with the services that are provided here to you?
Yes, definitely. Like you have everything here, so well organized. You know,
everything works here.
Work like a metro station, and then like everything that's happening with the tourists. Like I think that all the volunteers that working for the World Cup here, they all talk nice English, and then I will give them advice what to do and what I should do or not. So I think that was a good thing.
Okay, maybe there are some minuses or drawbacks you can speak about.
So what?
Minuses, drawbacks, problems.
Oh, like to be honest, like
I didn't see any problem.
I didn't see any problem for us.
Being
honest, like we are here for 10 days, and I don't know. Sometimes like the government trying to hide a few things during the World Cup. We had this problem too, but like at the end, like I think the only positive thing to talk about.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I'd like to ask you to pronounce this phrase, Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком.
Whoa! I can't say
it again.
Little by little, maybe.
Step by step.
Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком.
Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком. Спасибо, спасибо.
What is it like here in Russia, and what are your impressions of our country?
Everything.
Unbelievable atmosphere.
Everything's great so far. People are better than expected in a good way, and so is the country. We're impressed.
So has Russia met your expectations, or you're expecting something worse or better?
We were expecting better results, but Russia has met our expectations, yes.
Okay. And do you find it difficult to communicate with the locals?
Sometimes, but that's why, you know, we all have two hands.
That's why you have
and a
hands,
couple
right?
feet. We figure it out. So far, we've been able to figure it out.
Okay. So would you please give some advice for Russian businessmen, maybe in the sphere of service?
Reci dođu u Srbiju da ulažu, tako reci. Da dođu u Srbiju.
Come invest in Serbia.
Brush up on the English, some common phases. It would go a long way, definitely.
Recimo smo došli kolima ovdje 3000 km. To je reci.
So what was the thing that surprised you most when you came here?
Putevima, dobro će.
The women.
Oh really? What's so special about them?
Russian women, they're all 10s.
They know how to walk.
10 out of 10.
10?
And my friend says you have good roads. They drove here all the way from Serbia, 3,000 kilometers. The Russian roads were very good.
So okay, cool. And could you please pronounce the word Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком?
The country.
По-srpski.
Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком.
Межрегиональный.
Межрегиональный. No. Межрегионал.
Наш регионал.
Телеком.
Okay, реклама.
Selena from China. Jackie from China too.
So what are your impressions of Russia?
It's so big.
Oh really?
Yeah, and very crowded. People here are very kind, I think. I don't know. I think Peru, the Peruvians, they occupied Moscow.
Oh yes, Latin Americans for sure. And what do you think?
The buildings are very beautiful, and the people are kind. That's all.
Okay. So, what surprised you most when you came here? Maybe,
Welcome.
Expectation versus reality. Maybe you expected something else.
Just for World Cup.
Okay, and you?
Yeah,
Yes. Maybe there are some drawbacks or minuses of your staying here, or which you can speak about.
Drawbacks.
Yes, minuses, what you don't like here, maybe some problems.
Okay, yeah. The problem for me is I speak 4 languages, but when I come here, nobody speaks English. That's a very terrible thing for me. And another thing is, I don't know why when I walk down the street and I go to the ice cream shop, go to cafeterias, a lot of people speak Spanish to me. It's really funny.
And what about you?
nothing.
So, okay, and which team do you support?
Well, it's very awkward. My team's not here. I support Italy.
And Italy also is not here.
So it's very awkward, I think.
Okay. And what do you do for a living? What do you study? Because we're a business channel, and maybe you could give some piece of advice for Russian businessmen and entrepreneurs.
What's my job?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a journalist.
Okay. And maybe you can speak about some minuses of the service industry, or what a Russian businessman would improve.
I don't know what your businessman should improve, but I think that first of all, the Russian people should study international language. That's really a problem because I have traveled around the world for more than 30 countries.
Wow.
I have never been so awkward, actually.
I see, okay. So, and could you please pronounce this phrase, Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком?
What's that?
That's the name of our company. Межрегиональный
Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm from Miami.
My name is Denise. I'm from Miami too. We are Brazilians.
So, what are your impressions of Russia and of Moscow?
It's been an amazing experience so far. We just landed last night. So far, it's been an amazing experience. People are very welcoming. We're having a great time.
I'm loving the place. It's clean. Everybody is very friendly. I love it.
Do you find it difficult to communicate with the local people?
A little bit.
A little?
Yeah. No, many of them doesn't speak any English, so it's difficult.
So what is the thing that surprised you most when you came here?
I didn't know it was going to be daytime for as long as it is.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty surprising.
Yes, for sleep. Yes, but it's summer.
Okay, so what are maybe some drawbacks or minuses of your staying here?
I have not had one encounter one as of right now. Everything is pretty easy. The transportation's been amazing. Car system has been amazing. Everything it's a really good setup.
Easy. It's very easy.
Okay, that's wonderful, really. And are you going to visit some other places, maybe some other cities in Russia?
As of right now, we're going to stay in Moscow.
Maybe St. Petersburg.
Okay, and which country do you support?
Brazil!
Sure, number one.
And who do you think will be in the final?
Oh boy, tough questions. I wish I would say Brazil, but we'll see. You never know. With the World Cup, you just never know.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. And could you please pronounce this phrase Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком?
Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком.
Yes, perfect, really. Would you try Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком?
Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком.
My name is Carlos Eduardo. I'm from Brazil, and I stay here. My first time in Russia. I'm going to St. Petersburg, and now I'm in Moscow.
Cool. And what are your impressions of Russia? What do you like most about it?
The people is very kind. It's amazing to meet another culture. It's very different of mine. It's very, for me, it's very interesting and fabulous to know one culture, history, and the people is very, very lovely with us. We can trouble with the language because it's very complicated to speak Russian. I don't speak Russian, but the people ever try to help us. It's very, very, very important to keep it together. And I will come back to Russia because it's very, very interesting to meet. Okay?
Yes, okay. So, and who do you think will win? Which country do you support? Brazil?
I think it's Brazil is champion. I think that the Russia wins the Copa do Mundo, the Mundial, and I think the party of Brazil here is very, very interesting to the people. With us, Russian and Brazilian together. Ole, ole, ole.
That's cool.
Yes.
Could you please pronounce the word Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком?
Wow. Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком.
Межрегиональный
ТранзитТелеком.
That's cool, thank you very much. What is your name and where are you from?
Oh, my name is Rahim and I'm from France.
So cool. What are your impressions of Moscow and of Russia?
Oh, great impression. Actually, to be honest, I was expecting something totally different because of the media and what they are saying about Russia and Moscow and all the whole hooligan stuff. But actually, really surprised. People are really nice. The city is really beautiful. So I wish that everybody could come here and see exactly what they have to see and don't listen to the media actually.
Okay, well that's great. And do you find it difficult to communicate with the locals?
Not at all. Actually, they try to speak English. Whenever we are lost, they try to help and give us the maximum information. So, I mean, they're really helpful and they're really nice. So, good Russians.
So great. And maybe what are some minuses or bad things about your experience here so far?
I mean, I have to be honest, no negative stuff. I mean, nothing at all. Everything is positive. People are nice. People are smiling, happy. So it's the World Cup. I think it's just the state of mind that people are coming to watch the games and, you know, enjoy the World Cup. That's it. Yeah.
Which country do you support in the World Cup?
Actually, I support Senegal. Yeah, Senegal. I think that we're going to the finals. This is exactly what I was talking to my friend right now. So yeah, we're going to the finals, winning the World Cup and taking back to Africa. We need it right there, right? Yeah.
Yes, okay. And since we're a business channel, I would like to ask you such a question. Maybe you could give some piece of advice for Russian businessmen or entrepreneurs in order to improve their services.
Sure. I mean, I don't think like I'm a kind of expert who can give some advice, but you know, from my point of view, I mean, yeah, maybe they should have like create more business. I've met a lot of people. They have their own business, so it's kind of like, you know, there is no many companies hiring people right here. So I saw many Russians, and most of them, they're just telling me that they have their own business, and you know, they're not working for a company or something like that. So yeah, maybe the economy should, you know, grow up. Sorry. And the thing is, I think because of the relationship between European countries and Russia, it doesn't help. But you know, yeah.
And are you staying here for long?
Yeah, I'm staying here for like, I've been here for 10 days now, and I'm staying 5 more days. So
are you going to visit maybe some other cities?
I've been to Ekaterinburg, I've been to St. Petersburg, and now I'm in Moscow, planning to go to Samara. So yeah, I'm trying to, you know, discover the cities, not only Moscow, because, you know, when you come to a capital, everything is nice, but if you want to see the country, the real country, you have to go to the countryside. And this is what I'm trying to do right now.
So thank you very much, and I would like to ask you, could you please pronounce this phrase, Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком?
Really? Do you have it in another language, something like that?
So Межрегиональный is the same as interregional, but in Russian. Межрегиональный ТранзитТелеком. Yes, that's cool, really, thank you.
Welcome.
Друзья, всем большое спасибо за внимание. Надеюсь, наше видео для вас было интересным, полезным. Ставим лайки и подписываемся на наш канал МТТ Бизнес.
Dear friends, thank you for your attention. Give this video a like and write comments down below.